All right, hello and welcome. Today, we are diving headfirst into one of the internet's most wonderfully weird corners. Seriously, we're going to pull back the curtain on this German digital art project that is, on the one hand, totally absurd, but on the other, surprisingly deep. And it's all dedicated to the profound power of, well, being boring. So, this is our starting point. This phrase, Wolle Hose kaufen. Now, in English, that's kind of like a super simplified way of asking, want to buy some wool pants? And get this, it's the official slogan for the whole project. It's odd, it's direct, and honestly, it's the perfect introduction to the strange world we are about to step into. Okay, so what is this thing, really? What is Banalotopia? I mean, on the surface, yeah, it's a bunch of strange YouTube videos and a website. But if you dig just a little deeper, you'll find it's this incredibly crafted artistic statement about, well, our modern world. And here's our first real clue. The creators themselves call their work Filme für einfache Menschen, which translates to films for simple people. And look, this isn't an insult, not at all. It's actually their mission statement. Think about it. In an age of super complex prestige TV and content that's designed to go viral, Banalotopia is deliberately, purposefully aiming for something completely different. Right, so this whole idea of simplicity, it actually builds into a full-blown philosophy. And it all starts with the name, which gives us a huge clue about what this project is really trying to do. So the name itself, Banalotopia, it just perfectly nails what this is all about. It's a portmanteau, right? Banal and utopia, a banal utopia. The whole goal here is to create a kind of sanctuary, a hideout from our hyperstimulated, always-on culture. It's about finding peace, maybe even a weird kind of perfection in all the mundane stuff. And this idea, it's really targeting a very specific kind of person. You see, the project completely rejects the typical internet prosumer. You know, the user who's supposed to be super savvy and critical, constantly creating and consuming content. Instead, it speaks to the simple person, someone who can actually find deep satisfaction in repetition, in the beauty of the completely unremarkable. Okay, so what does this utopia of the banal actually look like? You know, what kind of art does it even produce? Let's get into the project's main creative output. So, the core of Banalotopia is a film series with over 40 episodes, and it's still going. But here's the thing. Instead of chasing viral hits, the creators have just committed to building this vast, slow-moving archive of content. It's not about that one moment of fame. It's all about the steady, rhythmic buildup of the ordinary. And the films themselves, they're these quiet little satires of our world. Like you've got episode 36, which parodies social media. Then there's episode 37, taking a jab at high fashion. My favorite might be episode 38, which offers this humorously simple alternative to Einstein's theory of gravity. It's all done with this totally deadpan, absurdly simple style. But here's the twist. For all the commitment to their film series, the most ambitious, most complex, and honestly, the most perfectly banal part of the project isn't a film at all. It's something else entirely. Yup, you heard that right. The crowning achievement of Banalotopia is a fully interactive digital museum dedicated to Wurstkunst. That literally translates to sausage art. And this, right here, is where the project's satirical genius just goes to a whole new level. And the absurdity? Oh, it's all in the details. The collection has this super prestigious-sounding name, the Dubiner Sammlung. The medium is, of course, sausage art. And the architect they claim designed it, well, it's one of the most famous names in modern design. And that architect is none other than Walter Gropius, a founder of the iconic German Bauhaus school. The satire here is just chef's kiss. Perfect. I mean, Bauhaus is famous for that whole form follows function principle. So by putting lowbrow sausage art inside a highbrow Gropius building, the project is hilariously asking, so, what's the function here exactly? But wait, there's another layer to this. You can't just visit the museum's website. No, you have to download it. All 160 megabytes of it. Now, in a world of instant streaming, this creates this deliberate friction, right? That act of just waiting. It becomes this enforced moment of pure banality. It's actually preparing you for the art you're about to see. Okay, but let's peel back another layer, because beneath this simple, totally absurd surface, there's this surprisingly sophisticated technical philosophy. Banalotopia isn't just an art project. It's actually making a statement about how the internet itself should work. You see, the project is part of what's called the indie web. It's this whole movement for creators to build their own online spaces. The big idea is to take back control of your data and your identity from the giant social media corporations. And for a project that's all about rejecting the mainstream, this kind of digital independence is absolutely crucial. And to pull this off, the website is actually built with some really modern, high-performance tools, like a static site generator called 11T. This basically ensures the site is super fast, it's sustainable, and it's going to last for a long, long time. So you have this amazing contrast. The simplicity of the content is supported by the complexity and the quality of the code underneath. All right, so after exploring the films, the sausage museum, and even the tech, we finally get to the big question. Why does any of this matter? What's the real takeaway from this incredibly strange yet thoughtful project? And ultimately, I think it comes down to this idea. We live in what you could call an experience economy, right? It's always pushing us to seek out new, exciting, shareable moments for the gram. Banalotopia is a kind of quiet resistance to all that. It's arguing that maybe, just maybe, true satisfaction isn't found in novelty, but in repetition. Really, this whole project is a celebration of the unremarkable. It takes the mundane stuff, the wool pants, the sausage art, that moment you're waiting for a download to finish, and it elevates it. It argues that there is a profound, quiet power in the things we experience every single day. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. By creating this utopia of the banal, the project forces us to look in the mirror and ask a question about our own lives. In a culture that relentlessly, constantly demands that we be interesting and extraordinary, what have we lost by forgetting the value of just being ordinary?